Welcome back to another video, fellow treble winners. Manchester City have just beat Fulham 5-1 on a glorious sunny day at the Etihad. I've had a wonderful day. I'm in a delightful mood. I hope you are too. It wasn't Manchester City's best ever performance, but it was one absolutely brimming with promise and potential. And of course, Haaland. Of course, that man is unstoppable. An absolute monster. Welcome back, of course. Hello to everyone joining in. There wasn't a watch along today because I was actually at the game. I was there with a family, taking my little son Ruben to his first ever game of football. And I need to start this video with the most wholesome way to start this video. I need to show you this. Look at that photo, man. Look at that photo. That is my little man, my little ultra, just living his very best life. Look, he's City till he dies. He's City till he dies. He knows he is. He's sure he is. He's City till he dies. I mean, that was my view today. I had a wonderful time, man. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you to OKX for inviting me, Nicola, and Ruben down as well. Really appreciate it. I've had a great day. Core memory day, to paraphrase Inside Out there. Core memory. Absolutely wonderful stuff. And honestly, an absolute superstar. I'll be honest, he didn't sleep very well in the car on the way there, so he was tired after like 40 minutes. And Nicola took a shift, walking around with him for half an hour. We had to shoot after 7 minutes because he was too tired. He was too tired. So I watched the last 20 minutes on the phone in the car. But I had a cracking day. Lucky charm, man. He did cry when the first goal went in, not gonna lie. It was very loud. It was a bit too much for him. But he was in a wonderful mood. And I'm going to show you this video here because I'm just such a proud dad today. I'm in such a happy mood. And look at this here. Look at that, man. Look at him. Singing away, clapping away, putting his little arms up. He only started doing that today as well. So he's like, wait. I mean, he's not kind of doing football chants, but he looks like he is. I love it. Oh, what a day, what a day. That's my son. That's my son. He cried with joy. Exactly, John. He absolutely did. So that's worth a like, surely. Come on, you monsters. If you're not liking that, then what's wrong with you? Give that video a like. Give my son a like. Give Manchester City a like. A wonderful day. And I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing because I think the performance was worth it too as well. Subscribe as well if you are new to the channel. You know, we bleed blue on this family. There's the family photo. He was already falling asleep at that point, Bastin. Look at the little man with a beautiful wife there. Oh, what a day, what a day. And of course, as well, way past that, there was loads of like Xavi, unliked it again to like it again. He's a natural, man. That is my son. And my wife's asking me to send her the video, by the way. She wants to see it. That's what she's saying right now. So I feel like I'm going to have to send that while I chat to you guys. I've got to do it. You know, she wants it so much. She wants that video. So I'll send it to her right now. But the performance as well was good. The performance as well was good, you know. It was like actually a good performance, you know. Like, I was genuinely impressed by like City turning it around. It wasn't the best start. It wasn't the best start. I've done that now. The happy wife, happy life. Exactly. There you go. It wasn't the best start to Manchester City's game. Like I thought we started pretty slowly. I'll get onto the game now. We started pretty slowly. But we went through the motions a tiny bit, and eventually, you know, we found our rhythm in the game as it went on. We tired down the Fulham side, who came and worked really hard. Like, I'll go through the stats of the game. We'll talk about it. Of course, I mean, this is how we lined up with the game. There we go. Edison, Walker, Diaz, Akanji, Ake, Rodri, Kovacic. Jeremy Doku made his first start. He was on the right initially, but he didn't move to the left with Alvarez off behind Haaland again with Foden there. Of course, as well, Foden back after his gastroenteritis. He had an iffy tummy, bless him, but he's back in the team. That's what we had. On the bench, Nunes was on the bench as well, but he didn't get on today. We did see a bunch of substitutions though. Bernardo Silva, Gomez, Phillips, Bob, Lewis. We'll get onto that in a bit. The momentum of the game, as you can see, Fulham actually had some good spells. This wasn't City at their fluid best, but City did strike during those momentum moments, as you can tell. Fulham actually were all right. I think 5-1 was a bit harsh in Fulham, if we're being totally honest, but still, the shots pretty much, you know, the XG there, I said 2.18, but the shots, 7 shots we scored, by the way. 7 shots we had, and we scored 5 goals. That is an impressive, you know, only 3 big chances as well. I mean, that is some clinical finishing, I would say, by Manchester City standards. Expected goals was only 2.18 and Fulham 1.44. So they were good, Fulham. They had some big chances, and we will take that, though. We will take that. And for me, you know, this was a lot about Phil Foden. I thought Phil Foden, particularly in the first half, had like a really good, you know, he had a really nice little kind of like Yeah. Well, let me find the average positions. Where can I find that? I think I'm on the wrong site there. Let me go to sofa score. But he had some really nice moments, Phil Foden. I thought he was buzzing around, real lively. He had he had like a freedom to get involved. And when he started on the left, when he went over to the right, City looked much better. Like, he was much better there. This is the average positions, by the way, so we saw it there. It's sort of confusing a little bit there because obviously Doku switched around, Doku is sort of average there because he played on both sides. So that's not sort of fully representative. And same for Foden. They're both tucked in an awful lot there just because of the way, that they switch sides. So it doesn't really show the full picture of where they were actually playing. But you can see that accurately, Alvarez was very central. Sort of playing just running off Haaland, as you can see there with Haaland's average positions. Kovacic, of course, licensed to get forward and be close to Alvarez and so on. Ake out wide, of course, and then the Kanji there. And Rodri covering in. And City, to be honest, they were definitely the better side. But notably the better side. But still, Fulham had some decent spells. Like, of course, we need to talk about Haaland. Like, Haaland, just immense. Like, Haaland is a stupid footballer. That's the thing is, Haaland did drop deep a few times. He did Marcus. He got the ball a couple of times between the lines. And the thing is about Haaland, even when he's not playing wonderful, he's finishing. It makes him such a dangerous prospect, His first goal, of course, run the ball fell to him, but he took it so beautifully. It reminded me of his goal against West Ham last season, a beautiful one-on-one finish. His penalty, he wasn't messing around with this time, in the top corner. And his last goal, a crisp, precise, explosive finish. That's the best way you can put it. It's lovely, lovely stuff. And the thing is for me is when you've got that level of quality, you're seeing. You've got such a threat. Like, the City side are really, really good. And, of course, when you've got Haaland, who has that quality to just terrify teams like that, there's not much you can do. A wonderful player, And the thing is as well, I want to talk a little bit about Thingy as well, Alvarez, because Alvarez has started a lot this season. Alvarez has been involved so much, getting assists, getting goals. I'd love to see Alvarez's stats this season. Let me try and find him. But Alvarez feels very involved. That's Haaland, of course. Alvarez feels very involved. No assist today, but he did get his goal. He's constantly causing trouble. It's really impressive. Thoughts on Doku's performance? Doku, look, he was a little bit raw. There was a little bit of rawness there from Doku, but you can't deny that ability. He obviously has an awful lot of pace, an awful lot of natural dribbling acumen. The way he glided past defenders a couple of times was great. He looks good. He just looks a little bit nervous. I thought he looked a bit nervous today. And there was a comment as well. Let me just find the comment from Doku that suggested that he was putting a little bit too much pressure on himself. Clearly, intending to obviously impress early on. Here's the quote. Hang on. Where have we gone? Sorry, I'm on the wrong page here. 1 second. Let me go back over here. I'll go over to Twitter. Where's the Doku quotes? Let me find the Doku quotes. Here we go. He said, did he have pre-match nerves? And he did say, let me just scroll this back down again. He said he did have a little bit. My first start for a big club like this is normal, but I try my best to help the team as much as possible. When you play at home, you always have the advantage and the crowd can help positively. So he was a bit nervous, and you can sense that a little bit. He talked about Haaland. He said, easy, he scores everything. He doesn't need a lot of chances to score. We saw that. In a difficult game, he scored 3 goals and helps us a lot. There was a quote I found somewhere where he said, here we go, on his debut. He said he was frustrated. He said, that's why I'm frustrated. I can't provide assists or goals for the team. As a first debut, I tried my best, and I'll try and do it for the next games. I mean, that's the thing is he's obviously immensely self-critical, which is crazy, but don't worry about it, man. Calm down. I think he looks like a good player who will be an asset. The more he understands the rhythm, the more Manchester City know how to feed him. Like Haaland, where we have to adapt to him. He still scored goals, of course, because he's Erling Haaland, but we're going to have to adapt to Doku and get the ball to him one-on-one, and we will work that out with time, with rhythm on the training ground. So I'm more than pleased with his debut so far. We need to talk about the subs, by the way. One of the biggest stories for me is the impact that the subs have off the bench. That isn't something that we've seen a lot of so far this season. Genuinely, because we've not this season, last season in particular, there was a time, and you guys know what it's like, a time where we were bringing players on, and I'll jump over to the bench to show you who came on. There was a time last season where we were bringing on the B team players, so to speak. And I hate to sound so callous, but it was true. Where we were bringing on people like Calvin and Sergio and making a lot of changes, and the performance was dropping. It was dropping. And that's what made us. It made us a little bit it made me a bit uncomfortable because teams were getting chances about it. But this time, the players came on, and we looked good still, and we scored a really nice goal. Oscar Bob, I can't really show you the footwork, but you probably saw it yourself. The beautiful little bit of footwork to get past a couple of players, when he through the middle of the pitch, when he glided past with a beautiful. I'm gonna watch it myself now. I'm gonna find it again to watch it, but it's on. I've retweeted it on my Twitter, by the way, so go and find it where you can see the Oscar Bob dribble. But he goes past Julian and someone else in midfield just beautifully. Drives forward, plays the ball out wide to Sergio Gomez. Gomez plays a little 1-2 with Rico Lewis. So the subs all involved. Then Gomez, a beautiful bit of play. The way that he cut inside and then picked out the cross for Haaland to put it in. It's almost like that guy's good in his natural position as a left winger. That was a Gomez... obviously more confident than he was last season. The Spain under-21 tournament, when of course he was top goal scorer there and he had a really good performance, that clearly has affected his confidence in a very good way. And that assist reminded me of Zinchenko's assist to you know who. Which game was it? Go on, someone tell me which game it was. I'm waiting for first person to respond. Which assist am I talking about? Can't see. Go on. Can anyone get which Gomez? The Villa game. There we go. Yes. For Rodri. Exactly. It reminded me of that an awful lot. And of course, look, if we can turn him into Zinchenko, that'd be great stuff. But a further forward Zinchenko. It was an awful lot about that. That's what it reminded me of. And I'm happy with that, man. A good footballer. That's the thing is, we know he's a good footballer. Fly buzzing around my face. That's just like the past of Zinchenko there attacking me. The thing is, we know he's a good footballer. We know he is. And that's the thing is, Rodri's on fire. Your defense is terrified. La, 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 la. Can we talk about Rodri? Can we talk about Rodri? Can we talk about Rodri? He scored in Istanbul. But then, of course, Bob involved. Calvin Phillips had a nice cameo, guys. He did, man. He did. There you go. Look at that little cameo there from Calvin Phillips. You can't deny that. 13 minutes played. I can try and scroll up. Here we go. Accurate passes, 13 out of 13. 2 out of 2 long balls. There was one really nice little attempted dribble as well when he went past someone. I like that. Calvin Phillips, right? We've been very, not critical of Calvin Phillips, critical of his situation. That's the best way I'll put it. I got nothing wrong with Calvin Phillips staying around if we're going to use him and he can develop into the team. But that was a nice cameo. Look, when we look at the squad at the moment, it's small. We're going to need everyone involved in this squad to step up. There is no time for passengers. We have not got any time for passengers in this team. We absolutely need everyone to be on it. He looked good. That was a nice cameo. I think Guardiola said something where he's he feels like actually... he feels like actually Calvin will do better when he stops running around as much. That was calmer and it was better. Really nice little cameo. Of course, Oscar Bob, lovely little cameo. He only was on the pitch for 6 minutes, but 4 touches, 4 accurate passes, 2 completed dribbles. There was one moment, by the way, where he should have passed. Should have shot. Do you remember the bit I'm on about when he got in the area? Cole Palmer would have shot there, and I wanted him to shoot. He should have curled it and gone for a shot when he was inside the area, but he played a pass back. Shoot, Oscar. You've been very subservient there to the team. I respect the teacher's pet act, but shoot, mate. Do you remember that bit? He should have done. But either way, it's fine. I thought his cameo was lovely. I've got that dribble on loop at the corner of my eye there, but that's the Pep Guardiola footballer, and I love it. Either way. Of course, Foden stats. I'll bring Foden. Someone who requested it in the chat. Sub2 did. Sub2, put Esteemed Kompany in there as well, Sub2. Come on, you know you want to in your name. Come on, mate. Just the EK that will do. Go on, put me on there. Here's his stats, Foden stats. Foden looked really good, by the way, on the right when he came on. When he started playing on the right, he looked like the main man. 55 touches, 33 passes, 1 key pass, 4 crosses, dribbles attempted, 4 and 2 completed. Nice. It was a nice performance, Nice performance from a very good player. And that's the thing for me, is like, Phil, of course, is a man, you know, like, the closer to goal, the better. Absolutely. And he was out wide today, which is a shame. But he was still playing very central. As long as Phil Foden was on the pitch, I'm more than happy, you know. Forcing the goal conceded, a little bit sloppy, Harry. Nathan sort of lost his man. I think you're always at risk when you score a goal of conceding by taking your eye off the ball. And that's what happened. Look, the response was decent. I don't think City played wonderfully today, by the way. But the only thing genuinely that matters, I know it sounds really trite, but the only thing that really matters to me is sort of this. Like, where we are right now. We are top of the table. Of course, Spurs, fair play, and West Ham up there as well. But we're top of the table. We've won 4 out of 4. This has been a good start to the game. Of course, Haaland already out in front. We're going to need a Silver Boot award for this fly. Piss off. Got a little fruit fly in my head. It's driving me mad. The fruit fly's a Fulham fan or United fan. Haaland, of course, with an XG of 4.57, has got 6 goals already, which is just stupid. That's Haaland for you. Assists, Phil Foden, top of the assist charts, alongside James Ward-Prowse as well. Haaland with an assist today, by the way. I'm not sure if he meant it, or I can't decide if it was a shot or not, but either way, you got the assist for Alvarez. I'm really liking Alvarez's start to the season. Like, he just feels... Alvarez, you know, he's got a couple of goals already, Alvarez, which has been really nice, you know. I feel like he's had a good start to the season, Alvarez. And I like it. I like it an awful lot, you know. I want to see him involved as much as possible. I just rate him. I just rate him. So far, he started 4. He's got 2 goals. He's got 1 assist. You can't really ask much more than that from Alvarez so far this season. He's been, he's improving. He's improving, you know. And that's all that matters to me. You can tell he's got so much quality. And I like the fact that De Bruyne is giving people like him a chance, you know. There were poorer parts of the game. Yeah, I agree how Vida's saying. But he is only young, you know. He won 2 pens as well. Yeah, he has won 2 pens, which is a good point, you know. But then the whole team were, which is the fair comment, you know. Look, I'm impressed with him either way. He's obviously a very useful asset. He's learning a new role, so to speak. And to me, it's exciting. Oscar Bob, of course. Like, look, seeing Gomez, Phillips, Oscar Bob, Rico come on and be really useful once again. When you look at that bench, today, like, Scott Carson was on the bench because Grealish wasn't available. That bench is short, you know. Noon's on the bench today, didn't unfortunately get on, but, you know, either way, you can't deny that things look pretty damn good. There was a super chat earlier, by the way. I missed it from Haneen. Thank you so much, Haneen, but I couldn't find a comment. Haneen, thank you so much. Super chat is always welcome on the channel. Also, do you know what else is welcome on the channel? That was a really nice segue, unintentionally. Ruben McInerney is. Ruben, look at the little man. He made his. That's very. Let me grab me 1 second. I need to sort the camera out. He made his Etihad debut today, as you saw on the channel. There we go. Give me the little boy again. Come to dad, little man. He's just woke up after sleeping in the car on the way back, and he loved it. He had a cracking time. Ruben, do you want to see yourself be an ultra, mate? Let me find the sun being an ultra. He loved himself. There we go. We'll go on the big screen watching our little man be excellent. There he is, big Ruben. Oh, we had a great day, didn't we? We had a lovely day. Once again, thank you to OKX for inviting us along. That's not an ad, it's just they did. So thank you so much. It's really, and Raheem at OKX. I was with Emir today as well, you know, of City Twitter fame, and it was great, wasn't it? It was really nice. He's smiling at his mummy. Everyone was so sweet. We had a great day. And this guy, of course, a good luck charm. As always. Ruben, Mummy's going to the loo room, so she's left him with me. That's why he's here. And he's just got, you know, Ruben 0 on his back because he's, you know, not 1 year old. But this shirt will be out of date next month. Can he speak? He can babble. He can go blah, blah, blah. He says words every now. Not words, but just words that sound like him. Anyways, if I'm being honest, mate, I don't get to go as much games as I used to, simply because of this. And also because, you know, I got no one to go with. I know that sounds mad, but I'd just rather kind of not go on my own. And I do the watch-alongs. I enjoy doing them. I used to go an awful lot. Don't take the mic out, Ruben. Don't take the mic out, mate. But when he gets older, that's when I'm going to start to go in games regularly again. Can he sing the whole Rodri song? Can we talk about Ruben? Can you talk about Rodri? Can you go, Rodri? Can we talk about Rodri? Can you clap your hands, Ruben? Clap your hands and give it large. You can give it large. Can you clap your hands? Clap, clap, clap. Clap, clap, clap. He's just woke up, by the way, and he's trying to get off. He wants to go. Yeah, he does want to go. But yeah, I don't get to as many games as I used to. I think it's because as well I work with City quite a bit, so I get to go to about one or two a month with City every now and then. So I sort of take that as my, as my fix, so to speak. Project Rodri, yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, it is what it is. Life sort of changes, and I'm half an hour away now of it. You had a great day, didn't you? You were winning friends, weren't you? And influencing people. But I was really impressed with today. I genuinely was. I thought it was good. You were impressed, weren't you, Will? I don't think we were great, but I saw enough to know that I think we're going to win the league. I mean, is there any doubt to that right now? Like, we are the best team in the league. Like, it's not even a doubt for me. Don't take too long, by the way. There's no real doubt for me, is there? This guy with the good luck charm. Look, since this guy was born, by the way, we won a treble. His first game, we win 5-1. This guy is absolutely blessed, aren't you, mate? You're blessed. Absolute superstar. You'll love it, mate. Like, I just can't be bothered going on my own when I could do the streaming. I know it sounds really modern football, but it's just the nature of what I do for a living. And I would also rather be here at home to be with my little man. It's like, if I go out to a game on my own, it's a 6-hour day. We travel around it and traffic and stuff like that. It's a long time, to be away, and I'd rather just be at home, save the money because I'm skint right now as well. That's life. But either way, that was impressive. We will get better. Doku will improve a little bit. I think Akanji wasn't at his best, by the way, today in the midfield role. I think we need John Stones back. And I saw John Stones was buzzing around in the boxes today near where we were sat. A top bloke, a lovely guy. And I do think we'll see. We'll see him back in the in the first team post of course the international break, and once he's back I think the midfield will be a little bit more fluid. Kovacic, a good performance again, by the way. Everyone keeps telling me Kovacic can't play passes, and every single week Kovacic does something wonderful, like the through ball to Haaland who played it across to Alvarez. Like, Kovacic does have that. Doku's sloppy passing. Look, he'll improve. He'll improve on that front. Of course he will. His passing wasn't perfect, but he's young. He's just come to Man City. I think he was nervous. I wouldn't be surprised. I think this guy. Have you just left a mess for me? I think he has. Babies. Did really well, by the way. Our best laid plans were get him to nap for an hour in the car on the way there. He napped for 20 minutes. So then he was ready for a nap at a kickoff. So we have to kind of keep him awake for an hour. But to be honest, Doku will good. He's literally young. He's very raw. That's the thing I will say. Chelsea lost today, didn't they, by the way? Chelsea lost to Forest. £1 billion spent for absolutely no reason. You are very distracting. I'm pretty certain he's left something in his pants and it's a mess and it smells bad. It's really distracting. Oh, God. It's a warm room as well. Terrible. Chelsea was shocking. Palmer came on late. What were the other scores today, by the way? I'm going to check on my phone because I haven't actually seen the scores. I've been super invested in City, of course, as well. I know Chelsea lost. That's all I know. Elsewhere, Blaze drew with Everton 2-2. Brentford, Bournemouth 2-2. Spurs beat Burnley 5-2. Wow. Burnley are not in a good run of form, aren't they here? Son with a hat-trick. Spurs looking decent, man. Brighton, Newcastle right now as well. Brighton currently winning Evan Ferguson. 30 minutes more than he would at City. Well, the thing is, Palmer would have got 20-odd minutes today. That's the crazy thing about it. That's the different, he would have got probably relatively similar today, Cole Palmer. That's the thing for me. It's Vinny's not having a good time. Come on, you. God, this is so distracting. Oh, God, he stinks. Babies absolutely stink. Look, no, I know for Vinny, he's had a tough side. He's had a tough start to the season. Hopefully he'll get better. But the thing is, they're being found out by just better sides right now. Better sides. I really like Bob, by the way. I really like Bob. I've chatted with him about it already, but Abby Back has just asked about his little cameo. It was nice. It was really nice. Please take this monster away from me. He absolutely reeks and it's making me feel sick. I cannot focus. Oh, in a warm room. Right, I'm free.
Oh, Jesus.
It's bad, isn't it? Like that is like just I had like a little mini sewer under my nose. I love yous, but I can't. Anyway, Bob looked super comfortable. Bob's just a Manchester City player. Like I know it sounds a really reductive way of putting it, but you look at some footballers and go, yeah, they just get it. Is he on solids? He has been on solids for a while. Like he has been. I tell you what, you can see. Yeah, he's on solids. He's been eating for 6 months. Yeah, this man eats curries, pizza, everything. Like, you know what I mean? That boy eats a lot of food. It's horrific. But we're back to Oscar Bob, and I'm sorry for everyone who's not interested in baby chat. I'm sorry. It's just a family day today for me, so it's up there. But back to Oscar Bob. There are certain players that you watch, and you know immediately if they're a Manchester City player. Like, you know if they have the technical ability, you know if they have the understanding, you know if they have the composure, they have the smarts about them to slow it down. Did they really have him, Davis? That's bad. They're not nothing alike. That's really bad. But they know they have the ability to slow it down and kind of like choose the right pass at the right moment. And Oscar Bob clearly does. Like, he really obviously has that intelligence to his game. And that little run through the middle which created a goal. Lovely stuff. Genuinely lovely stuff. I want to see more of him. And I've got a feeling we will see more of him as well, because obviously with a squad as small as it is right now, there is such a natural gap for him to be involved, and he could be the biggest beneficiary here. Like, genuinely the biggest beneficiary here of Cole and McAtee going. Like, there's really, really, really special bit of talent behind there. And like, I've been watching Oscar Bob for years, and like, I've always liked him. I think I can't remember when I started watching Oscar Bob, so I'm gonna just try and remind myself. But it's been a long time now. And I remember being impressed with him almost immediately, because like, he's just got an awful lot of skill, an awful lot of elegance to his game. And the thing is as well, he's just as comfortable as a right winger as he has through the middle, which is what you want from a Guardiola winger. He has got a goal for it. I do think he should have shot at one point. I do think he might have a tendency every now and then to play like a U player, but that dribble will do his confidence a world of good. He's a special little talent. And the thing is as well, he's not always been the big name. He's not always been the big name in the academy sides. Like, a lot of players have come on and so on. I've been there we go. I've been watching him since 2019, so 4 years now. And I was impressed with him. That was one of the first times I tweeted about him. Oscar Bob scored a stunner, barely a touch all game. The dribbles past 3 round to keep him the tightest there and slightly to help exceptional. Yeah, I remember that goal actually as well. Like, he's just a natural player. He's a natural player. A footballer, you know. Haaland, the goal was offside as well. He sort of probably was, wasn't it? It probably was. But the thing is as well, we talked a little bit about Bob being a beneficiary, but I've always got the eye, Jackal. I know a player when I see a player. You can just tell. You can just tell. They stand out a mile off good players. They don't always do, but you see it. But then Gomez as well. He's another one that can massively benefit from, Palmer and McAtee not being there. That's the thing, is like the opportunity knocks for certain players. And Gomez, of course, with a beautiful assist. He got an assist, of course, against United last season. And I remember that with the hat-trick. But this felt different. It felt a lot more... quote the 1920 tweet. I could 2019 tweet. I could do. I can't be bothered. I'll do it one day. But yeah, but I do remember Gomez's assist felt different. It felt more confident. It felt like he belonged. I love that last goal. That last goal was the highlight of the game for me by some way. It really was. Guys, have you subscribed to the channel yet? Please do like the video as well. It's massively appreciated. I will go. Should I do a fan view live, by the way? If I can do a fan view live, if you guys want me to. But Gomez will be a regular squad player now. I'm almost certain he will be. It's an encouraging day. A really encouraging day. I'm really happy about it. Academy made goal at the end there. It was wonderful stuff. Anyway, guys, I am going to go and end this video. I will do a fan view live. I'll be live at about 1:30 maybe for the fan view live. I'll see you all in a bit. If you want to chat, members, patrons, you know where to find the link as per usual. Catch you in a bit. Thank you for watching. Lovely day. Bye-bye.